And please don't do that.
Oh, it gives a better sound off the chair.
What if it falls?
It's not gonna fall, it's got pegs stuck here.
You swear it won't fall?
Doesn't have an earthquake.
If it falls, you
You
got to
could
buy
sue
it.
there.
If it falls and breaks during the car show, I usually.
No, you will not buy me a cheaper one. You will buy me the exact replica you will love.
How do you say that?
Replica. Turn that off, please.
I mean,
Please
I don't
turn
want to
it
hear you all
off.
complaining about the music, this is their music.
Make him turn it
You
off.
all have your 50th wedding anniversary,
Right.
you get on the block.
Is it on? Is it on?
Right now, just bring that one in.
Okay. Because everybody knows.
How are you, Sarah? I'm good.
Yeah.
Pretty to see you. Looking pretty.
Skip Jones. Skip.
The rest of it's someone else.
No, I didn't see you.
Maybe you two want to sit together?
Well, I'm gonna sit down here.
She was like, one day of school.
So you know, sit somewhere.
I know.
You sit
I
beside
have
them.
nothing to do.
Down is
It's
too.
in our.
And I'm gonna read.
Oh, that's fine. Besides, we were all gonna dress for you.
So he's sucking it
No, I
down.
think y'all should be
Oh, wait a
together.
minute, you all sit together because you're twins.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're
Ronald,
still
middle, middle.
Perspective.
Okay, all right. Everybody's name.
Yes.
Okay.
Your best.
This is Ray King.
Great.
This is Danny,
Nice
the
to meet you.
firstborn.
Nice to meet you.
His wife, Joan.
Excuse me.
Okay, that's their firstborn.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Look, she does. Can I go down there?
Who's that?
Is that your name?
No, that's, no, no.
Check out her hair. See the flakes?
No, but that's my
See the hair flakes?
Oh, okay. Okay. Is that it outside the door? Great day.
This is my friend Ray.
Yeah, what about you guys? Nice to meet you.
Before and
much have you been taping?
Just right now.
Oh, you started.
What did he like? No. He must have left it.
But you didn't tell me it's not gonna get it. You haven't heard any music yet until you hear the men's trio. Really good. Hello there, how are you? You seem like only been about 2 weeks since we saw you.
Of course, I knew how they were not going
How are you?
Roger. Roger. Oh, let's get a picture of the corsages.
It's a photographer.
Yeah, I'm trying.
When you gonna let me videotape?
Right now.
I mean, hold it.
It's videoing right now.
Dan.
I'll let you video.
So 10 years.
Then wait, let me go in there, okay? I'm a dart, okay? And I'll ask you later.
And you're
I need to get a single picture of you.
Dude, what's in a Bloody Mary?
What? She asked you?
Push it. Well, there we go. Now it's running.
This is
Now it's on again.
this is mine.
Now just push it once. It'll. Look over here. Come on.
Let's go 1, 2, 3. Where do you want
walking around. Not too fast. You gotta go slow so you can look at it. Everybody outside. You want to film the food? Here.
Well, we're done just to see it.
Here, look over here. Over here we got roast beef.
Okay, roast beef.
Ham.
Ham.
Fried chicken.
What?
Fried chicken.
Okay, fried chicken.
Carrots and broccoli and zucchini.
Okay.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Oh,
Okay.
look at the salad too. Pretty good salad, huh?
Yeah. Then we have a kind of tuna fish over there, like.
Film grandmother and them over there. Film grandmother and my dad. Over there, see him? Grandmother and my dad. Over there.
Oh, okay. Say hi, Clara. Hi, Daddy.
Here, let me see now.
I'm not done. I want to keep
While
4
they're-
minutes. I'll clean them up.
Wait.
I'm not done yet. He's gonna let me continue doing it. You'll continue it. You should show this tonight. You know, like, along with the movie.
Call her.
Say Mom. Say hi.
Don't take my picture. You want to waste your film.
She brings camera.
That's fine. I have a legend.
There's 2 more people I want to get, and then I'll be back. Eat mushroom.
There you go. It's filming, so. Oh, drop it. There we go. Hold it right there.
Smile, Miriam. Miriam. Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Miriam.
You're wasting film.
Say hi, Dan.
Hi, Nathan.
Hello. Fine.
Are you recording?
Yes, I'm recording.
Have you been drinking?
Yes, I've been
Video, if
drinking.
you show us how to operate it, and don't take a picture of me so close up like that, Nathan. That's very good. I popped it up.
Say hi, Ronald. He didn't hear me. Mira, don't take a picture through this.
Who's that? Who that?
On the end, free water.
Go ahead. You got people take pictures in every
All
direction.
right, thank you.
Shoulder this way. I'll break the camera.
Excuse me, sir. Can I get a Pepsi? Is that all right? Thanks.
What you see?
I'm sitting there.
I make the clothesline.
Go sit down.
Church.
Miriam, go sit down.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sitting next to the little boy.
Thank you all for coming. We're going to have proper introductions later, but what we're going to do now is have a word of prayer, and then we'll go ahead and start meeting. Well, thank you for this evening together. We've come to celebrate the marriage of John and Mary Sargent. And thank you for living in each of us here. We ask your blessings on this food and your guidance and your love in our lives. Christ, we pray. And I think we just get up and go.
Thanks a lot.
She knows it. No, this is the 10-year.
It's ready. It's filming. So you can't walk very far. So just hold it again. It's already filming. Go ahead. You're all right.
I just don't want to get any grease.
It's filming. So this is here. Put your hand all the way up here. Hold your hand like that. Look in there. Look in the hole.
I get to do it in a little while.
He's filming already. Look in the little hole. See how it's gonna go. See how it's going towards people.
No, not really. I don't.
Look in the thing. Look at it. Look what. Now see. You see how it's zooming in on Leah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's going back.
Am I helping you have your glasses on your face? Oh, on your face.
Remember, we just come over there by my place, please. Well, no, yeah, Dan.
I get to do it after a while.
After I'm done.
Okay, not too much.
Whoa. Do I press that?
Yeah, push it and look what it does. Push it. See what it does. See what it does? Now zoom it out. Now push it the other way.
Oh, okay.
See, now it gets like a big picture.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Their faces fail. She's playing Robin.
Say hi, Leah.
Hi.
Hi, woman. I can get you a close-up when you're all the way back there. See, watch.
That's okay.
I can press this up and I can go real close, but I don't want to do that. It's too close. Well, I'm zooming all around. I know.
Get other people now.
I know. Whoops. What? What do you mean? Well, I'm still getting everybody. Wave, Skip. Wave. Come on.
Here, let me film a little bit right now, real quick.
I'm your cameraman. I can do it while you're eating. You don't have to worry about it.
He got it. Yeah, I just give him the gift over.
You take the side. Yeah, you did. Put the name on the side. Oh, that's not the tag.
It's not a price tag. I assure you, it's not a price tag.
It says about Kmart.
Look like,
Oh, I started, you're ready, Mark. Not Kmart.
Walmart.
What do you want to?
Walmart.
She just kind
Hold him up.
She just so excited when they.
Hold it up there, Genesis, hold it up. Hold it up.
I don't want either one of us. Did you see what you did? I know you were I don't play Florida. Did you read what you did? Did he? Those boys are getting a good weather.
There's supposed to be no.
Good house.
Well.
Good everything down there.
You have to give it back after.
I was a good enough football player. At the choice, they don't get it out. I go to Florida school. Florida. Look at that roast beef for me. You're trying to like.
Good evening to everybody, and welcome on the part of Mary and John to this wonderful occasion. I am Dottie, and I'm Mary's younger sister. We have prepared a little video presentation for you this evening, but just before we start that, we wanted you to know how very proud we are that you have joined us this evening. You're very special to each one of us, and we thank you for making the effort to be with us for whatever it took. And because you are so special, we want to pause just a little while, excuse me, and introduce each one so that you will know who we are, and we will know who you are. And since Roger knows the names of people much better than I do, he is going to do the honors.
I was going to start off with Clara, but it looks like she skipped town.
She couldn't wait.
Okay. Well, that was Clara sitting in the chair.
You have to get her when she comes back.
That's right.
Just call attention to her as she walks back.
Okay. And this is Ray, her friend. And Clara is the sister-in-law of John. And Mary. Don't give me a hard time. That's right. I'll just say the happy couple. Down here on the, here comes Clara.
I didn't even put lipstick on. I hurried so much.
Clara, this is the section that you were, remember the prepared 20-minute speech that you were going to give? You remember that I talked to you about?
Oh, yeah. Got it.
Now we're introducing people, and I was just telling them who you were, and I introduced Ray. Over on my right here is Sarah and Bill, and Sarah worked with Mom at the telephone operator, so they've known each other for a long time. And over on the other side here is Milton and Jean Freeborn, and they've been friends with Mom and Dad in the neighborhood since as far back as I can remember. I remember playing, I played with their daughter when we were just toddlers, so we've known them for a long time. And this is my daughter Leah in the pink dress. This is Edna and Thurman Ludwig, that's Mom's sister. I started to say mature sister, but wiser sister, I might add. This is my son Nathan and my wife Mary Lee. This is my nephew, Danny, who is Dan's son, oldest son. He's our cameraman tonight. This is John, my brother. My happy couple here. This is my twin brother, Ron, and my oldest elderly brother, Dan.
Elderly.
And his lovely wife, Joan. I'll keep on going. Dottie and Jack, and Dottie, as you know, is mom's sister. Jack's her husband.
That's her younger sister.
Younger sister, right? Miriam is my second daughter. And on the end down here is Alpha and Bill Alt, and they've also been neighborhood family that's been there as long as I can remember. Back here on the end is Jewel Dean. She's the daughter of Martha and Kenny. We're sitting next to her. And they've been friends of the family. Mom just told me that she went to school with Martha since they were kindergarten, so they've known each other for a long time.
Many years.
And David is Jewel Dean's son.
How many years is that?
Not many. It wasn't a one-room school, let's say that.
And this is Florence, who is a cousin of Mom, Mary's. Have I hit everybody?
Yourself?
Who are you?
I'm Roger.
Good job.
I might add I'm the baby of the family. I was 6 minutes after Ron.
Are you sure?
That's what they tell me. But I've been bigger than him all my life. So I don't know. Doesn't add up. Back to you, Dottie.
Back to me, Ollie. We have prepared a video presentation for you this evening, but we do ask your patience and your tolerance because I live in California and we were coordinating this from California to Indiana. So if there's a couple of boo-boos in the middle of it, please bear with us because we had a little bit of a communication problem and gap there at some time. But please come with us down memory lane as we share this video presentation of Mary and John.
Just
as most of you know, Mary and John are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. But long before this happened, another story unfolds. And we would like to share this with you.
Well, the tape's not in.
The pictures will tell you their story. That actually began before they met.
Somebody took the
We
tape.
began shortly after the turn of the century, and we begin our story in just a few minutes.
Somebody took the tape out and tell me.
Fast forward. Remember, the equipment that you're seeing this on now is not exactly the same equipment that we were using to videotape it, so be patient. It'll come up for you.
That's pretty.
Any day now it'll come up for you.
This was their home field.
You don't remember this version of it.
okay. Here we go. No, it's,
Here we go.
Your electrician.
On April 21st, 1909, Oscar Green and Mary Dowden were married, and this is their wedding picture.
And who are these people? They're Mary's
Mary's mother and
Mary's
father.
mother and father.
Yes, Mary's mother and father. Her maiden name was Dowden. Oscar and Mary had 3 children, Edna, Mary, and Dorotha. Mary honored guest is the one in the green dress, and she is about 5 years old in this picture. On November the 13th, 1914, John's mother and father, John A. Sargent and Ethel Bruce, were married. However, this picture was taken probably about 1945. John and Ethel's first child was John A. Sargent Jr. I'm sure you all know him.
Now, which one is Dad?
And in case you're wondering, this is John, who's about 2 years old, and has a pet dog, and the dog's name is Trixie. And this is John, when he was about 10 years old. See any family resemblances?
Yeah, Mark.
Yes, definitely.
A good day.
That's right.
John and Ethel had 3 children. John, which you'll recognize, Patricia, and James. Not sure exactly when this picture was taken.
That was maybe, had to be made around in 39 or 40.
49. Mary attended Shawnee High School with John's sister Pat, and that's Pat and Mary together. Pat played the matchmaker, telling Mary that John wanted to ask her out, and at the same time telling John that Mary wanted to get out to go out with him. They began dating while Mary was in high school. First date was in November of 1939, and one of their date places was in an ice cream parlor called Lockers, located at 26 and Bank Street, for those who are familiar with the area. This picture was taken at Clifty Falls State Park, and it was about 1941. The next picture tells you, or shows you that Mary was on one of their dates, and this was in Shawnee Park, for those who are familiar with that area.
If you'll notice, that one of the 4, that's a Packard.
This is one of my favorite pictures. In June of 1941, Mary graduated from Shawnee High School, and at that time, John was working as an engineer at the K&I Railroad. And at this particular part of the presentation, we'd like to pause just a little bit, and we'll probably take that off the screen for you, because as most of us will remember of this particular vintage, a very significant thing happened in December of 1941, which changed the whole picture of individuals' lives and probably the world as we knew it at that time, because December 7th, 1941, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, and the beginning of World War II was shortly after that. We have a few statistics that we'd like to share with you to sort of guide you into the next era. And this is what it was, some of the things that were going on at the beginning of, or during 1942. Some of you will remember that Franklin Roosevelt was our president, and Henry Wallace was our vice president. Because of the war effort, the last Ford was rolled off the assembly line. Ration books began to be issued, Victory Gardens planted, the Wrigley Company packed K-rations, Princeton's funny paper named The Tiger was put on hold because there was no time to laugh. The Moon is Down was put on by Steinbeck. Side Sack was one of the cartoons that began. Abbott and Costello were a regular feature. Bing Crosby, as you remember, sang White Christmas. And just in case you want to know the difference in the prices, we have that for you. And this is under the category of the price of romance. In 1942, 1 dozen roses cost $4.25. A bottle of champagne cost $3. The price of a movie ticket, 80 cents. A romantic dinner for two was entirely $8. So that will bring you up to the time that we're talking about as we begin the era when Mary and John were a romantic twosome and they were planning their wedding. And just as an aside, although we know that Mary and John were married on September the 17th, 1942, they actually had their wedding planned before that, when Mary had an emergency appendectomy, and in those days the doctor refused to give her permission to be married at the time they originally planned. This is a picture of the actual wedding scene at 2404 Portland Avenue on September the 17th, 1942. This is a picture, their wedding picture taken on September 17th, 1942, with a happy couple, Mary and John. Now Mary and John Sargent. Good out of there, John. Mary's dress, I think, was blue, and I don't know what your suit was.
I think I had
Dark.
blue with pinks like that.
Brown. This is the wedding party, myself. And again, I see Mary's younger sister was the maid of honor, and Jim, John's younger brother, was the best
My
man.
only brother. My only brother.
Your only.
Only younger brother.
Yeah.
What color was your outfit, Dottie?
My outfit, kind of a wine colored.
Velvet.
We had velvet over there. John and Mary spent their honeymoon at the Smoky Mountains, Tennessee.
That was our honeymoon cottage.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is the one we have, this is the honeymoon cottage. Is that right in Katlenburg? Is that right? That's the way we have it on the program anyway. We have other programs as we documented their honeymoon. And this was supposed to be on top of Mount LeConte in Smoky Mountains. Until the wind was blowing and it was a cool day in September. On the way back from their honeymoon, they stopped at Cumberland Falls. And please be aware that that's a honeymoon glow that you're seeing. As the honeymoon ended, they chose their first apartment, which was on Cecil Avenue in Louisville. Just 8 months after they were married, because of the war, John was drafted into the army and signed to India during World War II.
You're so dashing, Mrs. John. You're so handsome and dashing looking. Yeah, that's a great picture.
This next picture will show you John's housing arrangement while he was in India. Not too bad. Does it really look like that?
That's it, that's where I live.
That's where you live?
I'm old tigers and.
Doesn't look too bad. Is that a thatch roof?
No, the roof didn't leak, but the mosquitoes got in and the animals could come out through the walls, they were bamboo.
These are pictures I particularly like because because Mary sent them to John while he was in the service.
That's pretty, Mary.
What happened?
It's still pretty.
Sure are.
We'll give you your dollar back.
While John was in
Yes, we
India,
will give you your dollar.
Mary, who by then was pregnant, moved back home with her parents. Wrong picture.
Wrong picture.
Maybe we'll get to that. Wait a minute, we have to get you working at the telephone operator, and she regularly wrote letters and sent pictures. This is one of the pictures she sent.
Cheesecake.
And although we have it written out here what the message was on the back of the pictures, I'll just say she said something very provocative on the back of this letter to John. The next picture you will see is Mary at Cox Lake. She doesn't look very pregnant, does she?
Like we're 6 feet tall.
While Mary was sending John these pinup pictures, the next picture will show you what John was doing. And John in turn was doing his bit to qualify for a Section 8.
Looks like Klinger on mask.
That's where Klinger got the idea.
In October 1943, while John was still stationed in India,
He was so cute.
their first child was born.
Lick your lick box, wait.
He still knows that, John. He still knows that. Oh, that's so cute. That's a lovely picture. That's beautiful.
We skip ahead now to November of 19. Well, I guess we don't. Show another picture of
Like a
Danny.
little sinner
So
singing.
you're about 1 year old.
I don't have to be here, I don't know.
Everyone knows he really a year, Tommy.
How old was he there?
It's about a year.
I think it's a couple of years old.
This is a couple of years.
Mike was 4 years.
So,
He did home.
well, it was before John got home.
How old was he got still up
Then he grows up and goes in the Navy.
Now we're ready.
Oh.
How do we get so good?
Backtrack.
I didn't give him that picture.
Okay, we got a backtrack here. November 1945, with the war over, John returned home to see his son for the first time. Danny was over 2 years old, and John returned to work at the K&I Railroad, and they moved into an apartment next door to Mary's parents on Portland Avenue. Then we come to, evidently, Cox Lake in the summer of 1946. In the summer of 1946 at Cox Lake and Shaker Lake, and Mary was pregnant with her second child.
Okay.
I keep saying we were never this young. There's bound to be a mistake here somewhere. We never looked that young.
You just forgot.
Right. In January of 1947, John Lee was born, better known as Skip. And this is a picture of Skip about 4 months old. Isn't he adorable?
Still adorable.
He's still adorable. The next picture you see will probably, we will Skip at 1 year old. Still adorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christmas of 1950, Mary and John were still living on Portland Avenue. John still working at the railroad, and Mary, as you might imagine, was a full-time mother and homemaker. The next picture you will see takes us to November 1953, On a very momentous occasion. Family of 4 suddenly jumped to a family of 6.
Which one's which?
With the Birdie twins.
It's Roger on that side, Roger's.
Roger's one was
You
counting.
have that confused look on you.
You'll be here now.
In the spring of 1953, John and Mary moved to Clarksville, Indiana. And this is Mary in the backyard in Clarksville with the twins. You know, which is, which is which?
In the house that they live in.
Yes, so very house that live in Mary.
Not from here, I can't tell which is which.
The following pictures that you're going to see are from the late 50s and 60s. And it's just sort of group pictures of the family. These are the twins, Mary and John. The pictures are made, and it's probably one of them.
There's a bunch of them.
That's it, that reaches with that.
I'm on the wrong.
What's Roger? It's you on that side, Roger. Roger over here.
I'm on the left.
That's you.
You're the smallest.
You can go by the confused look on your face.
Family, again,
All
family
the
pictures
guys.
showing them how they grew up and during the 50s and the 60s. You know about how old they were then?
About 4, I think. We were probably going to
The
church.
twins were about 4 and Skip
I
was,
just thought you go to church that good time. 10, 11.
we should now skip to 1961. And what you're seeing now is Mary and John went to Chicago for Dan's graduation from boot camp, the Navy boot camp in Chicago. They look awfully happy.
They look so proud.
We found out they didn't have to eat the Navy chow.
Right. One less to feed. The 1970s started out with John and Mary becoming grandparents. I'm not sure that this goes,
This is the 60s picture.
another globe.
No, Roger says the 60 picture.
Date on the back.
Yeah, it's a 60.
Oh, there we are. The beginning of 1970 started out with the birth of their first grandson, Danny Dwayne, in May.
The cameraman.
Was this the one when Danny was about 3 years old? Was
Looks
Danny
like
quite
it,
little?
2 or 3 years old.
70 what year?
Well, we just don't, yeah, 1973, Danny was about 3 years old, yeah. But I'm not sure, is that the right one with him at Christmas time, about 3 years
You've
old?
been 3 years old, but 73.
In early 1974, John and Mary, along with Jim and Clara, made a trip to Israel to visit Ronald and Roger, who were living in Jerusalem at that time. We've skipped over about, 3 or 4 years or so. Mary had her first camel ride. This is the camel ride. From Jerusalem, we move on to 1975, when they made a trip to Acapulco, again with Jim and Clara. I think they were driving on one of the boat trips or
Movie
something.
star. You look like Grace Kelly in that picture, Mary.
Yeah, it does.
The 1970s continued to be a busy time, with frequent trips to California and several foreign visits.
Typical 70s.
That's probably one of the pictures you had made at for the church directory or something like that.
That was at our
Those
wedding.
pictures. What year was that?
75.
What
75.
year was that?
1975.
Oh, okay.
You still remember it, John?
Yeah.
You don't
So you
remember
just
those
have to
latest?
smile, I didn't really know.
They're probably the latest thing.
But during the 70s, they welcomed 6 grandchildren. We had Danny, who arrived on May the 9th, 1970. We had Mark that arrived on November the 15th, 1972. We had Jennifer who arrived on September the 18th, 1976. We had Leah, who arrived on November the 30th, 1977. We had Miriam that arrived on July the 12th, 1979. And that concludes